Hey CMA buddies. Today we are going to discuss some MCQs from business data analytics. These are the repeated ones which are basically asked in exam. They are the questions which are picked up from your MTPs. They are questions which have been picked from the previous year question papers, and some questions have been formed by us itself. The idea is to give you a feel of what kind of questions do you get as MCQs in business data analytics. Usually 2 to 3 questions are expected. My only suggestion to you would be, before starting or having a look at these MCQs, I would rather recommend you to go through my videos on business data analytics, which have been covered intensely. Once you run through it, it would be more easier for you to solve these questions along with me, right? Okay, so let's start with the questions right away. I have a set of some 25 questions with me. Please do like, if you really like such kind of content, please press the like button. Do subscribe to my channel. And if you really want such kind of contents, do mention that in the comment section also, so that I can in future also make such kind of videos, right? Okay, let's start with the first question. The first question is, dash represents a project timeline or activity changes across time, right? So what do you think should be the answer? Bubble chart, Gantt chart, density map, or scatter plots? Okay, the correct answer should be Gantt chart. Why Gantt chart? Let's read the definition of Gantt chart. It simply says it represents a project timeline or activity changes, as is mentioned in the question, across time. Now it depicts tasks that must be completed before others may begin, as well as allocation of resources. They are not just restricted to projects. They can depict any data connected to a time series. So that's a proper definition of time series. The Gantt chart. So basically it represents a project timeline or activity changes. That's what the question talks about. Hence my correct option should be option number 2. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Dash architecture enables business to store sensitive data on premises and access it through app hosted in the public cloud. Fine. The options given are private cloud, public cloud, hybrid cloud, or all of the above. I hope you have guessed the answer. The correct answer should be hybrid cloud, right? So what exactly is a hybrid cloud? It is basically a mixture of both private as well as public cloud models. It enables one to migrate, that means to move and manage workloads between various cloud environments. So they can manipulate or transfer the data from one workload to the other environment, allowing one to create more versatile setups based on specific business needs, right? Now the important line is, it enables businesses to store more sensitive data on premises and access it through apps hosted in the public cloud. That's what the question is talking about, right? To comply with the privacy rules, company may keep sensitive data in private cloud and execute resource intensive computation in a public cloud. Hence the correct option should be option number 2, right? If you need more explanation of these topics, as I have already discussed, you can have a look at my videos. I have explained all these concepts in a very in-depth manner, right? Okay, let's move on to the next question. Next question is, which of the following is not an objective of digitalization, right? Widespread access of data, preservation of data, large group of users, or large physical storage space. Let's look at the solution. The basic objectives of digitization are, first of all, it provides widespread access of data and information to a large group simultaneously. So I guess it gives you a widespread access of data, and it is also catering to large group of users, and it helps in preservation of data for a longer period of time. So again, this becomes an objective of the digitalization. The question is asking you which of the following is not an objective of digitalization. Hence the correct option should be option number 4. Let's move on to the next question. Cluster analysis is the process of assigning a set of data to subset so that the observation can be made. So cluster analysis is a part of what? Supervised learning, unsupervised learning, semi-supervised learning, or reinforcement learning, right? Question is, cluster analysis is the process of assigning a set of data to subset so that the observation can be made. Okay, to understand this answer, we should understand what is unsupervised learning. Rather, it is the correct answer also. But what exactly is unsupervised learning? It is basically a type of machine learning that learns from unlabeled data. That means there is no labeled data attached to it. This means Data does not have any pre-existing labels or categories. That means it does not belong to any specific category per se. The purpose is to discover patterns and relationships in the data without any explicit guidance. So there's no guidance given. It's just that it picks up from certain labels and categories. Unlike supervised learning, no teacher is provided. That's very obvious. That's why it is called as an unsupervised learning, which means no training will be given to the machine. Therefore, machine is restricted to find the hidden structure in unlabeled data itself. It utilizes data set comprising just inputs to identify data structure such as grouping and clustering. So basically clustering becomes a part of the unsupervised learning. Hence my correct option should be option number 2, right? Let's move on to the next question. Which of the following is not a technique of data mining, right? So the options are KNN algorithm, neural network, decision tree, or predictive analytics. I hope you got the answer. Let's discuss. The various techniques of data mining are basically association rules, neural networks, decision tree, K nearest neighbor. K nearest neighbor is nothing but KNN algorithm. That's what it's been spoken about. So looking at these options and the answer, the correct option should be option number 4, that is predictive analytics, which is not a part of or not a technique of data mining, right? Let's move on to the next question. Which of the following are the benefits of data analytics? Improves decision making process, increasing efficiency of operations, improve service to stakeholders, all of the above. The correct answer should be all of the above. Data analytics benefits are, first of all, it improves your decision making process. It also increases the efficiency of the operations, and at the same time it improves the service to the stakeholders, right? Let's move on to the next question. XBRL is the abbreviated full form of XBRL is Extensive Business Reporting Language, Extensive Business Reporting Language, Extended Business Reporting Language, or Exclusive Business Reporting Language. The correct option should be option number 1, that is Extensible Business Reporting Language, right? Okay, let's move on to the next question. It talks about scatter plot. A scatter plot displays several unique data points on a single graph, on 2 different graphs, on 4 different graphs, on none of the above. Let's have a look at the definition of scatter plot. It says scatter plots basically uses dots to represent what? To value for 2 different numerical variables, right? Reveals whether one variable is a good predictor of another or whether they tend to vary independently. It displays several unique data points on a single graph. So basically scatter plot basically displays several unique data on a single graph. Hence my option should be option number 1, right? Let's move on to the next question. The geometric distribution is a discrete distribution that assesses probability of occurrence of the first success, second success, third success, or less success. Okay, let's understand what is geometric distribution. Geometric distribution says assess the probability of occurrence of the first success. So correct option should be option number 1. The best example is that of a dice that is thrown repeatedly until the first time a 3 appears. Now for supposedly you want 3 as a number in your first appearance, you keep on throwing it again and again till you get the first time 3. So once you get the first time 3, that is called as geometric distribution. That is the probability of the occurrence of the first success. It's not the first throw, please remember it's a first success. Again, that's been discussed in detail in my videos, you can have a look at that. Okay, let's move on to the next question. It says, to make the data turn into user-friendly information, it should go one or more of the following core steps. Collection of data, organizing the data, data processing, or all of the above. To make a data turn into user-friendly information, it should go through 6 core steps. Sorry. The 6 core steps are what? One is collection of data, then it is organizing the data, then it is data processing. These 3 are already mentioned in the question. That's my correct option should be option number 4. Other than that, we also have integration of data, data reporting, and data utilization. How do I remember? The easier way of remember is COD. COD is cash on delivery. So COD, that's how it's easier for me to remember. Along with that, I use IDD. So COD, IDD. So C is collection of data, O is organizing the data, then D is data processing, then integration, then data reporting and data utilization. Hence, the correct option is option number 4. Let's move on to the next question. Data science plays an important role in risk analytics, customer data management, consumer analytics, or all of the above. So what all, in what all aspects is data science playing an important role? This figure is something which will cover the entire structure. So I have given a short form for that in the video that I've covered in detail. I have explained all of these aspects in depth in the video, so you can have a look. So what are they all? Real-time analytics, risk analytics, customer data management, consumer analytics, customer segmentation, personalized services, predictive analytics, fraud detection, advanced customer service, anomaly detection, and algorithmic trading. Hence the option should be option number 4 as far as question number 11 goes, right? Okay, let's move on to the next question. Maps may be used for displaying what? Pin code, country name, state abbreviation, or all of the above. The correct answer is all of the above. Maps can be used for displaying all of them. Pin code, country name, state abbreviation. So 4th is the right option. Similarly, we move on to the 13th question, which says following is widely used graph for data visualization. So is it bar chart, pie chart, histogram, or all of the above? The correct option is all of the above. So they all can be used for data visualization, as in something which you can have a look upon. So bar, pie, histogram, everything you can have a look and you can use as a technique for data visualization. Then we come to the next question. It says data presented in the form of picture is termed as graphic data, qualitative data, quantitative data, or all of the above. Okay, so the data represented in a picture or a graphic form is basically called as a graphic data, right? It allows to quickly learn about the nature of the process, enables clarity of communication, and provides focus for further analysis. So correct option in this case would be option number 1. Moving on to the next question. The primary benefit of data distribution is estimation of probability of any certain observation within a sample space. Estimation of probability of any certain observation within a non-sample space. Estimation of the probability of any certain observation within a population, or estimation of the probability of any certain observation without a non-sample space. The correct option of question number 15 is within a sample space, that is option number 1. So the estimation of probability of any certain observation within a sample space is basically the benefit of a data distribution, right? Or rather the primary benefit of the data distribution. Moving on to the next one. Which of the following data is well organized and easily searchable, often found in database and spreadsheet, right? Is it quantitative data, continuous data, categorical data, or structured data? I hope you would have guessed the answer. It is basically structured data. What does structured data tell you? It is a very well organized and easily searchable. It is found in database and spreadsheets. That's what the question is also referring to. It's my correct option, should be option number 4. Moving on to the next one. Which of the following are the properties of data? Accuracy, completeness, consistency, or all of the above? So the various properties of data are accuracy, as already mentioned in the question, completeness again mentioned, consistency also mentioned. So my correct option should be option number 4. Other than that, we also have relevance, accessibility, validity, and timeliness, right? So all in all, we have 7 properties of data. 3 already mentioned, 4 are mentioned in the question. So you can remember or you can memorize this so that you are able to answer this question, right? Let's move on to the next one. Which of the following is data where sometimes information may be deciphered in the form of qualitative information? Deciphered or maybe decoded, right? Okay. Now, is it graphic data, descriptive data, numerical data, or unstructured data? The answer is descriptive data. What is the definition for descriptive data? Information may be deciphered in the form of qualitative information. User may use this data to make judicious investment decision. So basically, its main purpose is to make any kind of investment decision judiciously, right? So that's what descriptive data talks about. Hence, my correct option is option number 2. Moving on to the next one. Which of the following is the 4th phase of digitization? Planning, assessment, processes in the care of records, or digitization activities? So for that, we need to know the phases of digitization. These are the phases of digitization. Justification of the proposed digitization activities. So basically, this is the first step. You justify the proposed digitization activities. Second one is assessment. Third one, if you look, it's basically planning. The fourth one is digitization activities. The question is asking you the fourth phase, hence the option should be option number 4. Other than that, the two other phases are processes in the care of records, and the last one is evaluation, right? So justification of the proposed digitization activities, then you do assessment, then planning, then digitization activities, then processes in the care of records, and finally you do the evaluation, right? Moving on to the next one. Which of the following is not the basic principle of data ethics, right? Regarding transparency, regarding privacy, regarding data transfer, or regarding outcomes, right? So we need to know what exactly are the principles of data ethics. These are basically the principles of data ethics. You generally use the word regarding in front of all of them. So the first one is ownership, second one is transparency, third one is privacy, then it is intention, and finally it is outcomes, right? So I can see data transfer not being a part of it, hence the correct option is option number 3, because it says which of the following is not the basic principle. How I remember is OTP IO, OTP one time password, right? So that's one code I can just memorize. OTP says ownership, transparency and privacy, and IO stands for intention and outcomes, right? Just add regarding in front of that and your principle for basic principles of data ethics will be answered, right? Moving on to the next one. Which of the significant area in data science helps businesses to respond quickly to consumer interactions, right? Is it risk analytics? Is it real-time analytics? Is it personalized services? Or is it predictive analytics? Okay, with real-time analytics, which obviously has to be the right answer, there are no delays in establishing customers' worth to an organization. Credit ratings and the transactions are more precise. With help of dynamic data pipelines, data streams and speedier data transmission between source and the analyzer, business can quickly respond to customer interactions. So the technique that is used in data science to respond quickly to customer interaction is basically real-time analytics, right? Moving on to the next one. Which of the significant areas in data science analyze the behavior of traders before and after the information about stock market becomes public? I said algorithmic trading, anomaly detection, predictive analysis, or personalized services. Okay, the correct option is anomaly detection. What does anomaly detection says? It says it can analyze the behavior of traders before and after the information about stock market becomes public, right? So whenever the question talks about the behavior of traders before and after information about stock market, the option should be anomaly detection. If there has been any undue advantage taken of investors by illegally monopolizing the stock, so the correct option should be option number 2. Question number 23. Which of the following is a data discovery platform that enables users to make quicker, more informed choices by speeding analytics, uncovering new business insights, and enhancing the precision of the outcomes? So what are the various platforms that we have? Is it Microsoft Excel? Is it Microsoft Power BI? Is it ClickView? Or is it TableView? Okay, the correct option is ClickView. So hence my correct option should be option number 3. So what exactly is a ClickView? It is again a data discovery platform that assists the users to make quicker, informed choices through what? Through speeding analytics, by identifying new business insights and enhancing the precision of outcomes, right? Let's move on to the next question. The probability density function describes what? The characteristics of a random variable, the characteristics of a non-random variable, the characteristics of a random constant, or the characteristics of a non-random constant. So what exactly is PDF we need to know. Okay, this all entire thing is a part of something called as continuous distributions, right? Now what is continuous distributions? It is one in which data can take on any value within a specified range, right? Which may be infinite. So there's a range within which any data can take a value, that is called as continuous distribution. It is one in which a continuous random variable, right? A random variable x, supposedly it's an x, can take any value within a given range of values, which can be infinite and therefore uncountable. So it can take a range, it can be infinite and it can be uncountable also, but it has to be a random variable, continuous random variable. Alright, so with that in mind, we can come to the conclusion that whenever we are talking about the probability density function, which is a kind of continuous distribution, the characteristics should be that of a random variable, right? Example, time is infinite because you could count from 0 to a billion seconds, trillion seconds, so on and so forth. So it's a range. It is described using probability density function. The best way to remember is PDF, right? The PDF that you use in systems. So probability density functions. The main characteristics of a PDF is what? Describes the characteristics of a random variable. So either you talk about continuous distribution or the PDF, the characteristics basically you carry is that of a random variable. Hence my correct option should be option number 1. Let's come on to the last question. Question says, in recent years, business intelligence has expanded to incorporate more procedures and activities designed to enhance performance. These procedures consist of what? Data mining, reporting, querying, or all of the above. Okay, now we need to know what are the various techniques. So BI in recent times has expanded to incorporate various procedures and activities designed to enhance performance. These procedures are what? They are data mining, already given in the question, reporting, already there in the question. Other than that, we have something called as performance metrics and benchmarking, right? Then there's something called as descriptive analytics. Querying is already there in the question. Statistical analysis, data visualization, visual analysis, and data preparation. So these all are basically the techniques which are used by BI. What is that BI? BI is business intelligence. For what? For incorporating more procedures and activities. For what? For eventually enhancing the performance, right? So for this, the correct option should be option number 4, right? With this, we finish the MCQs for business data analytics. If you like this video, you can press the like button. Please do comment if you like the series also, and if you let me know, I would make one more video on the remaining questions of business data analytics, or anything that you have in mind in terms of financial management and business data analytics. You can do comment on me. I would rather be happy to make a video on the same, right? So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. So keep learning. Exams are around the corner. I hope you will do well and come out with the flying colors. So all the best and take care and happy learning.